Welcome back, everybody, to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is Francois, and I will be your host for the next little bit. You are here because you want to see this. That's right. It is Disney movie Trivia Part 2. I'm not even going to re-record that. That's how excited I am to bring you Part 2. I don't know how you guys fared at Part 1 of the other video. And if you're only seeing this right now, make sure you stop. Go back and check out Part 1 of movie trivia, Disney movie trivia, that is, where we explored the older side of things, but also some modern movies as well. Here we're going to be delving into 10 other categories. Make sure you do grab the proper sheets. We're talking about the Mack Flash Trivia Presents, or MFT Presents sheet. The link is in the description below. Speaking of which, make sure you do hit the subscribe button, the like button, share this with all of your friends, because I'm sure that there is a topic that they will be interested in when it comes to our trivia. Get ready, because we're about to start. Today we're going to be doing 10 more categories of 5 questions all about Disney movies, and I'm excited to get started. I'm excited to do this. You know how it's going to work. Make sure you do use the sheets provided in order to answer your questions. Do not shout, and be discreet, of course, because you're going to be close to some people. And do not use your phones unless, that's the kind of thing you're into. But most importantly, have fun. We're going to see how much you know about Disney movies in just a little bit. Your first category is coming up right now, and it is the Renaissance. This is a 10-year period during which movies were really, really, really good. Let's take a look at the ones I'm talking about. We've got this movie from the Renaissance period was the first Disney animated feature to be adapted into a Broadway musical. Which one is it? Number 2, Robin Williams famously voiced the Genie in Disney's Aladdin, as well as another character. Can you name him? Number 3 comes up like this and wants to say, it's a 2-point here. Name the 2 actors who voiced young and grown Simba in The Lion King. Looking for the 2 actors who voiced both the young and the grown Simba in The Lion King. Number 4, in the story's universe, how many years have passed between the television show Goof Troop and a Goofy movie? Is it 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years? And finally, number 5, what popular Disney movie features the voices of Kevin Spacey, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Denis Leary? And just like that, we are back into the swing of things with some Disney trivia, Disney movie trivia, that is. We've got all sorts of different themes that we are writing at the moment, so please let us know in the comments which topics you would like covered by Mack Flash Trivia. Your next category goes like this. It's called Second in Command, and this is a picture round. I want you to name the character who's there for the assist, if you will. These are secondary characters that are quite close to the main character, so you should be able to recognize them. There's 5 of them coming up, and it starts with number 1. Name this character. Fun fact, this character has 2 different names in French depending on what French version you're watching. Number 2, can you name this secondary character? Number 3, name this character from a Disney movie. Number 4, can you name this secondary character? And finally, number 5, second in command, can you name this character from a Disney movie? And that's it for your first picture round for this this part of Disney movie trivia. We got more pictures coming up a little later. So if you're good at those, hang in there. We got some more. And speaking of more, where in the Walt Disney World? These are all questions about the settings of these stories. No, not questions about actually Walt Disney World, which I know some of you are disappointed. Lots of fans that love to visit Walt Disney, and I've been. I can see exactly why. It's quite the exciting place. But let's take a look here at 5 questions about the settings of movies, starting with number 1. In what city is 101 Dalmatians, both the 1961 and the 1996 versions, set? That's right, there's no difference between the two. In what city is the 101 Dalmatians set? Number 2, what is the name of the kingdom in which most of the action takes place in the movie Aladdin? Coming in at number 3 for where in the Walt Disney World, what city do the Aristocats and Ratatouille have in common? What city do the Aristocats and Ratatouille have in common? Number 4, which movie franchise takes place in the fictional and generic Tri-County area? And finally, question number 5. What amalgamated city is the setting for the futuristic adventures of Big Hero 6? Another one of my favorites. Taking a short break right now to thank one of our wonderful sponsors, Love the Bump. They are located in Windsor, Essex, offering modern, empowering, and down-to-earth doula support. Justine herself is quite experienced, having attended many births, taught so many prenatal classes, and just glad to have this group as a sponsor for today's event. Thank you so much. Make sure you do check them out on Facebook or at lovethebump.ca. That is Love the Bump. We got ourselves your next category coming up, the post-Renaissance. This is the arrival of Pixar and other great animated movies. We're getting closer and closer to today, where a lot of really good movies are still being made by Walt Disney. But let's take a look at your first one here. Number 1, in Disney's The Emperor's New Groove, Kronk is well versed in squirrel because he belonged to what Cub Scout-like organization? Number 2, name the chairman of Monsters, Inc., as played by James Coburn. Looking for the name of the chairman of Monsters, Inc. Number 3, what 2002 film is an adaptation of a Robert Louis Stevenson adventure novel? Number 4, what are the secret identities of Mr. and Mrs. Incredible? Looking for their names. And finally, number 5, what is the full name of Gusteau's nephew in Ratatouille? The full name of Gusteau's nephew. And there you have it. That's the end of the category for the post-Renaissance category. I want to thank our next sponsor, Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. They are conveniently located in central Windsor on Tecumseh, providing professional, therapeutic, and relaxation massage with treatments for general pain, work and sports injuries, and whatever else ails you. Thank you so much to Carrie and her team for helping us out today. And please visit them on Facebook or at abmassage.ca, and that is Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. Thank you very much for all of your support. Next category, it is the Pixar round. What a perfect time to tell you about the fact that we are currently in the process of writing an entire Pixar trivia exactly in this format. So over 100 questions of all Pixar related material. It is in the final stages of preparation, which means it should be coming at you very soon. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share with everyone who you think might be interested in playing Pixar trivia with you, whether it'll be live or online or both, maybe. We'll see very, very soon. But we have 5 questions coming at you right now as a bit of a teaser, if you will. Don't touch your face. Here comes the next one. What is the name of the penguin with the busted squeaker who is relegated to the dusty shelf in Toy Story 2? Number 2 in Pixar, to what fraternity do Mike and Sully belong in the popular sequel, Monsters University? Question number 3 in the category of Pixar. In the 2017 film Coco, Miguel gets help from who in exchange for returning his picture to the land of the living? Looking for the name of the character that helps out Miguel. Number 4, in The Incredibles, what name does Syndrome first use when he approaches Mr. Incredible as a child? And finally, number 5 coming in here. What is the name of Sid's terrifyingly animated dog in the original Toy Story movie? How far we've come. What is the name of Sid's terrifying dog in the original Toy Story movie? And that is your picture or your Pixar category. It's becoming a long day right now. It is your Pixar category for this in the middle of our entire Disney trivia part 2. So this is it. At the end of this, you'll be able to tell your friends that you know a lot more than they do, hopefully, about Disney movies. What do we got coming up next? Hats off to you. It is a picture round, and I want you to name the characters who wear these hats. Simply put, 5 pictures of hats and nothing else coming at you right now. Tell me what characters wear these hats right here. Number 1, name the character that wears this hat. Number 2 coming up in the hat category. Name the character who wears this hat in a Disney movie. Number 3, can you name the character that wears this hat? Number 4, can you name the character that wears this hat? And finally, number 5 in your hats off category. Name the character that wears this hat in a Disney movie. Don't forget, of course, to subscribe to our channel by using the button right about, I'd say it's right about here. And make sure you do like, share, and subscribe to our channel to find out all the trivias that we'll be putting on. We got some stuff coming up with Star Wars, Quentin Tarantino, Pixar, and this new stuff called Mack Flash Trivia Quickies, where we'll be giving you some short-form trivia if you're on the go. We got all sorts of fun coming up, so do stick around, of course. Thank you. Let's take a look here. We got the Disney Revival 2008 to the present, and that's what we're going to be talking about. 5 movies or 5 questions. Which of these is not one of the Big Hero 6? Yo-Yo, Wasabi, Honey Lemon, or Fred? Which is not one of the Big Hero 6? Number 2, in 2011, Disney released its 51st animated feature film, currently their final traditional animation film to date. What is it? And number 3, according to the movie Wreck-It Ralph, how old is the Fix-It Felix game turning? Question number 4, a move first perceived as sexist, Disney changed the name of what movie from a character's name to a more story-driven title? What movie am I referring to? And finally, number 5, which is the only character in Toy Story 3 that had a different voice actor because the original passed away 10 years earlier? And that's your category for the post-Renaissance. We got ourselves some hard ones, just in case, it's been too easy for you so far. This is where I stuck the hard ones. So I hope that goes well for you. Let's take a look at 5 assorted hard questions, such as, what is the name of Marlin's wife, Nemo's mom, in Finding Nemo? Number 2, for what Disney movie was an entire language created by the same person who designed the Klingon language of the Star Trek universe? Looking for the movie. Number 3 comes up right now. How many puppies does Perdita originally give birth to in 101 Dalmatians? How many puppies? Number 4, in a fix, in a bind, call on them anytime. They'll appear from nowhere. Mighty are who? And number 5, what do Mulan and Jasmine uniquely have in common when it comes to voice actors? And there's your category, the end of that, and what I believe might be the end of the round, the end of the game as we know it. Take some time to go over your answers at this moment, fill in those gaps that you thought. I'll come back to that later, and get ready because I will be putting the answers on the screen. While you're doing that, a quick reminder, of course, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you do throw on your topics in the comments of the trivias you would like to see, and get ready because the answers are coming up right now. Thanks to all of our really nice sponsors, of course. I couldn't do it without you guys, and please make sure to visit Love the Bump or Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic, and thank you for all of your help. If you're ready, let's take a look at the answers as they are in this one. The Renaissance. We had the Beauty and the Beast coming in at number 1. The first one to be converted into a Broadway musical. The Peddler is the other character that was played by Robin Williams right there at the beginning, selling you the Tupperware, the Dead Sea Tupperware. The 2 actors that played young and old Simba, we talking about Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the JTT, and Matthew Broderick. From the Goofy movie, between Goof Troop and the Goofy movie, there was 3 years. So he ages 11 to 14 years old in that. And number 5, the answer was A Bug's Life. And there you have it. Number 2, second in command. We were looking for secondary characters, or the close partners of the main character, if you will. We had Flounder coming in at number 1, Miko at number 2. We have Phil at number 3, nice and simple. Smee from Peter Pan, and Timothy Q. Mouse from Dumbo taking number 5. A few appearances by Mr. Mouse today in our trivia. The next category, where in the Walt Disney World? The two 101 Dalmatians both take place in London. Aladdin takes place in Agrabah, which is a city and a kingdom at the same time. Paris, France is what those two movies have in common. Toy Story takes place in the fake tri-state area. And San Francisco, the amalgamated city in Big Hero 6. There you have it. Moving on to the post-Renaissance, he is fluent because he was part of the Junior Chipmunks. The CEO of Monsters, Inc. is Waternoose, or Henry J. Waternoose III. But if you just wrote Waternoose, that is quite all right. Treasure Planet is based on Robert Louis Stevenson and rumored to be one of the next live-action movies as well. We have Bob and Helen Parr coming in for Mr. and Mrs. Incredible. And Alfredo Linguini, the true son of Chef Auguste Gusteau. So there you have it. We got the Pixar round coming up. And don't forget, of course, Mack Flash presents Pixar very, very soon. So stay tuned. We got Wheezy, the penguin with the broken whistle. What did I call it? I forgot what I called it. We have Uzma Kappa, the fraternity for Monsters University. Hector is who helps out Miguel in exchange for his photo returning to the land of the living. We have Incrediboy, who was Syndrome as a child when he was trying to help out the Incredibles. And the dog in Toy Story 1 is called Scud. And we're talking, of course, about Sid's dog. Hats off to you. The hats belonged to the Mad Hatter, of course. Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. Jessie's hat was number 3 from Toy Story 2 and on. After that, we had Mary Poppins' hat at number 4. And Basil, the great mouse detective, is wearing the Sherlock Holmes type hat. Of course he is. What do we got in that Disney revival? Played a little trick on you. Yo-Yo is not one of the Big Hero 6. Her name is actually Go-Go. I know. We had Winnie the Pooh coming in at number 2. 30 years was the answer there for number 3. We had ourselves Tangled, where the name was changed from Rapunzel to Tangled, and great choice, I think. And then we have Slinky Dog, the only character who got replaced. His voice actor was replaced because, of course, we had a deaf Jim Varney passing away 10 years before Toy Story 3. And here's your hard questions of the round. Nemo's mom, Marlin's wife, is named Coral. Atlantis, the Lost Empire, had a whole language designed by the same guy who wrote the Klingon language for Star Trek. Number 3, the answer was 15. I forget what the question was. Number 4, we have the Rescue Aid Society from the Rescuers. And number 5, they have the same singing voice played by Lea Salonga. So they did not have the same voice actress. I will not accept that answer because they have a voice actress and a singing voice actress. They have the same singing voice. Well, there you have it. That is your Disney trivia in its entirety. Thank you very much for joining me. Make sure you do leave your scores and comments down in the comments. Don't forget to, of course, give us your ideas for topics. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. My name is Francois. I've been your host. This has been Mack Flash Trivia.